This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so Jay-Z releases a statement from Roc Nation. Now, this is coming off of a report that came out that the Jane Doe in this case that came for him, she said that there are some inconsistencies in the filing, right? So I guess Jay-Z and them are taking that as a slight victory, and they make this statement. And we'll break this down in a second. So basically, Jay-Z's Roc Nation says, today's investigative report proves this attorney Busby filed a false complaint against me in the pursuit of money and fame. This incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in the court, doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory. This was over before it began. This 1-800 lawyer does not realize it yet, but soon will. Sean Carter. Okay, so it's signed it from him. So the woman accusing Jay-Z and Diddy of taking advantage of her when she was 13 has addressed some inconsistencies in the report. Still remaining a Jane Doe, meaning anonymous, told NBC, I have made some mistakes. I may have made a mistake in identifying. So NBC quotes Jane Doe and her father. They interviewed him, fact-checked the claim, and picked her up after the alleged assault. Oh, okay, so he picked her up after the assault. Jane Doe says he did, while the father refutes those claims. The report says he doesn't remember driving for more than 5 hours. It would have required to get from their home to the location of the alleged attack. Okay, so he would have said, I will remember that. It's a 5-hour drive. I feel like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that should have definitely stick in my mind. Busby quoted telling NBC News, we agree. He states he doesn't remember. His daughter explains that he was in no state to remember during that point in time due to personal issues he was having then. We are talking about a time frame more than 20 years ago. What is the clearest is what happened to me en route that I took to what happened to me, the woman said. Okay. Well, we'll see. The attorney filed a false complaint against me in the pursuit of fame, wrote Jay-Z. Okay, so yeah, we already read that. So yeah, this might be falling apart. We'll see. So then we got, and then Dame Dash also reacts to it. We'll talk about that in a second. So Boosie, he gives an update on the case going on with Young Blue, where he says he's owed millions of dollars because his signature was forged, and he was supposed to get a piece of Young Blue in his new deal.
Are you and Blue back cool? Nah, we just in court, bro. DM'd each other yesterday.
Okay, so that's what's going on with that. Next up, Tory Lanez. So that verse you're hearing is off DDG's song, and where he's talking about he's backing Drizzy in a way and saying, I wish they all came for me like they did for Drizzy. And then he says he wish her never got out of that pool with Kylie Jenner and left with Meg Thee Stallion that night. Of course, Meg Thee Stallion's lawyers are heavy on everything. The Milagro situation, trying to connect Tory to Milagro, the blogger, saying that she was paid. They're pulling phone records from jail, all kinds of stuff. A messy situation that obviously Tory's going to fight for his life. And Meg doesn't want Tory to be free for many reasons, but we'll get there later. So basically, Dame Dash says that he reacted and said, "I saw these allegations, and I know this guy Jay-Z. He usually lets his lawyers talk for him. Him writing a big response like the way he did means that this really bothers him." And he basically talks like that. He says he hopes it's not true, and basically leaves it up to that. Now, there was one other thing he said in there that kind of stuck out to me.
What's happening? And it was funny because Honor Up just came out the night before. I've been sensed up. They take the statement and put it in AI.
So he's made the point that whenever he says things about Jay-Z, he's crazy, but he's smart on everything else. And he says, but now everybody's talking about Jay-Z. And with me, they're like, oh, he's talking about Jay-Z again, I don't know, but Dame Dash, you can check out his response on American New Network, where he talks about these allegations and what surprised him, why he thinks Cat Williams and Jaguar Wright look like fortune tellers. He goes on with all that kind of stuff, but I don't know. Diddy has dropped his, we talked about this a little bit in the last video. He dropped his appeal to be let go, he was trying to get bond, So I don't know what's going on. Diddy's not the one to usually give in, so he must have something else up his sleeve, because he wouldn't just give up on bail or anything like that. But Mr. Combs does not seek appeal in the district court's denial of his renewed motion and hereby moves to voluntarily dismiss the appeal. Counsel explained the effect of voluntary dismissal of the appeal. Combs signed the motion, which stated that the counsel has explained the effect of voluntary dismissal of the appeal. He understands the counsel's explanation. He desires to withdraw and voluntarily dismiss the appeal. All right. I don't think he thinks he's going to be able to get out. I think he thinks his best bet is to try to make it so they have to drop the case, find the holes in the case and go that route, because they will not let him fight this from home. Diddy has dismissed his bail appeal, not filed another motion for bail. All right. Well, so Diddy's legal team has filed an appeal for the bail, so they withdrew it basically. Oh well, we'll see what goes on with that. OG MACO, I forgot to talk about this earlier. He tried to take his, he tried to disappear from Earth about early this morning. One of his neighbors reported hearing gunshots. He was rushed to ICU for a self-inflicting gunshot wound, and hopefully he pulls through, man. It's a sad situation. So, everyone keep him in your prayers so he makes it through. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I appreciate you all. I'll check you guys in the next one. Smash that like button. Peace.